Hey guys, it's me, Lane, and today I will be talking about forgiveness. More specifically, I will be talking about the power that forgiveness has. I will be explaining how forgiveness can have positive impacts on your health. I will be explaining a time in my life in which I chose to forgive someone, and I will be explaining how freeing it is to forgive somebody. So let's start off by defining the word forgive. So according to Merriam-Webster, to forgive means to cease to feel resentment against an offender. So when we talk about forgiveness or the word forgive, what comes to your mind? What other words come to your mind? Is it love and kindness, or is it the opposite? Is it pain and weakness? So if you think it's one of those as pain or weakness, I assure you that you're definitely not weak if you forgive, and neither does Gandhi. Gandhi once said that the weak can never forgive, but forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. So let's talk about how forgiveness can have an effect on your personal health. A study at Johns Hopkins Hospital showed that chronic anger puts one into fight or flight mode. This increases your heart rate, blood pressure, and it also decreases your immune system. It increases your chances of a heart disease, diabetes, and depression. However, forgiveness is the opposite. It actually calms your stress levels, lowers the risk of heart attack, improves your cholesterol rates, improves your sleep, and it also reduces blood pressure, anxiety, and depression. So knowing all these positive effects that forgiveness has, wouldn't we just want to forgive and make it all better for our body? So now I'll be telling you a time in my life where I had to choose to forgive somebody. So I go to this private Christian school, and I had just been there for 1 year. This is now my second year. I'm in the 8th grade, and I was kind of being picked on. I was called Big Nose, which, I mean, not very original. We all know that I have that. So eventually, over time, this person would just say the same thing over and over and over again, and it kind of just took a toll on me. It made me more sad, it made me less energetic, it made me more depressed, it increased my anxiety, and I just didn't feel good, and I had a lot of bitterness towards this person. And since I go to a smaller school, it was hard to get away from them because all of our friends were interconnected. So I ended up having to go to counseling for about 8 weeks because my parents noticed that I was more sad, depressed. I didn't really want to get out of the house much, and it really just took a toll on me. So through this counseling, the counselor told me to walk with more confidence, and she kind of talked out my experiences with it, and it got me thinking, okay, I am good enough. I'm worth it. So after I was done with counseling, I decided that I was going to go up to this person, confront them, and then forgive them. So I ended up confronting this person. It went really well, and at the end I made sure that I told them that I wanted to forgive them and wipe the slate clean. And I remember just feeling a wave of like a wave of relief. I was so much happier. I became less stressed, I became happier, and it overall just took a positive toll on my mental health and my physical health. What's funny is, to this day, that person that I had to forgive for saying all those mean things to me, he and I are actually really good friends now, and we hang out frequently. So some of you may be asking, well, Lane, why did you forgive them if they put you in a counselor's office for 8 weeks? Well, based off of what Gandhi said, forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. And in my religion, I also choose to forgive everybody. And so Proverbs 10:12 says that hate stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. And forgiveness is truly one of the biggest acts of love that you can show somebody. The feeling that I got from forgiving this person was insane. I didn't really realize how bitter I was towards this person until after I forgave them, because really my life was just consumed with not liking this person. It was, how can I get away from this person? How can I make his life worse than mine? Because I was so angry that he had taken a big toll on me. So I really want to tell you how awesome it was after I forgave him for me, because it made me much happier. It just made me better. It just made me a better person. So in closing, I want to say that forgiveness isn't just saying, hey, I forgive you. Your words have no meaning. According to Dr. Karen Schwartz, the director of Mood Disorders Adult Consultation Clinic, says that forgiveness is an active process in which you make a conscious decision to let go of negative feelings, regardless if that person deserves it or not. 62% of American adults say that they need more forgiveness in their personal life. So I agree with this 100%, that we have to make this conscious decision of forgiving somebody even if they have wronged us, whether, like she says, whether they deserve it or not. So, yep. And then, so lastly, I want to challenge you to go out and forgive somebody. I know that all of us here have been wronged by people, and that we need to forgive those people because they're not losing sleep over the things that they said to you. You're the one losing sleep over it. So if you want to get better and not be less stressed, more depressed, just like those studies show, then go out and forgive that person, and I promise you, you will feel better. Thank you for listening.